Hi, I'm Scott Mackenzie from Barfoot & Thompson, and welcome to my latest market update. I'm going to cover off a few things quickly in this update. The first one is, why is it that the regions are outperforming Auckland? You've seen in the news reports and in the media lately that all of the statistics are showing that the rest of New Zealand seems to be doing pretty well, while Auckland seems to be flattening. So why is that? Well, the first thing I've encountered is that with the capital gains outlook in Auckland not as strong as it has been in recent times, people are starting to look for rent returns to make it a viable investment for them. That means they're looking further afield for properties that have good returns. I bumped into someone on the weekend who told me they bought 3 properties in Tokoroa using their equity in Auckland without having to put a cent down. All 3 of them are giving a positive return in their first year. The second reason is that the banks are forcing, they are restricted to how much they can lend on investment properties. You must have 40% equity in your investment properties. So that means that how high you can go and what you can spend is very limited. I was talking to someone recently who said they want to buy an investment property. They're at that stage of their life. Good on them. They told me to look for properties between 500 and 600 on the North Shore. Quite a difficult task. Once they started getting into the process, the bank knocked them back and said, you're really only going to be able to spend up to 400,000. So now they're looking at apartments. But it may be that they actually end up looking outside of Auckland. So what's been happening around Auckland in the last couple of months? As you've probably seen, and in my previous reports, listing stock has been quite high. People who didn't sell late last year, who chose to hold off, came to the market in January, and at the same time, a few investors tried to pick the peak of the market and sell a property or two, giving buyers plenty of choice. In recent days, few weeks, the listing stock has actually started to balance out. We are seeing sales being made, although on the North Shore 20% fewer sales were made in February compared to February the year before, and we are now just 7% above where we were a year ago. Given that the market peaked in the middle of the year and started to come back, we're starting to find that that gap between this year and last year is starting to come to here. So be interesting to see in the coming months whether it actually gets to there or whether it takes off again and we stay ahead year on year. I've talked about that in previous video blogs. So I put together a little graph here for you because I started tracking a couple of times a week what the listing stock is, and you can see here in Auckland it shows that there was a burst. That's the circle there where there was a burst after the 2 long weekends at the beginning of February, and then perhaps I'm being a little optimistic with my kind of trend line I've drawn over the top there, but my prediction, and I don't like making them, is that we'll start to see that balance out. Although listing stock is at a high level and buyers have choice, we are making sales, and we'll start to see that balance out. What we've found in the market in the last month or so is that well-priced properties are selling well. I've had 3 properties this year go to multi-offer and sell within 3 weeks. So well-priced properties are selling well. To get the edge on the market, if you are selling, then you should really be looking at the video I did in October called How to Get the Edge When Selling in a Flat Market, and I cover off 5 things that are within the vendor's control. If you're thinking of selling your home on the North Shore, well, there are new and exciting ways of doing it in 2017, so if you'd like to know more about it, definitely get in touch with me. I'm ready and waiting for you. Thanks for watching.